because neither of y'all were present for it, so just Varric and Abigail. Those of you that are semi-conscious as you are in your sleep, I know the more paranoid of you do hear them talking, but hushedly. Hushedly. Watch number 3. Hello, Tango. Cork, you're awakened by Varric. Awoken by Varric, while Abigail does the same for Lorelei. Lorelei is basically in a trance this whole time, but you know, what does it fucking matter? Stuff like that. I just realized, yeah, Fia, you would also be awake right now if you wanted to be awake, because you only need to rest for like 4 hours. And I feel like between 2 watches, like that much time has passed, definitely. So, but if you don't want to be awake, then that's up to you.
You are muted, by the way.
Yeah, Kirsty, if she's.
I've forgotten. I've been talking to myself.
Yeah. Well, good to know.
Oh, it's always fun when that happens. Yeah, I mean, if she only needs 4 hours, she'd probably be awake. But given how much she got battered, she
I have
might
to want
take
to
an
keep
extra.
remain asleep.
Yeah, I'll give you to your privacy.
So, Cork, it is just you and Lorelei.
Yeah, okay, so at the start of the watch, I'll have a look around just to see if anything's about any disturbances outside the
Roll me
safety.
Percepzione.
Disadvantage, -2.
It would be normal because Lorelei's helping you. So.
Okay, so 20.
No, nothing really pulls to you. Not at the beginning of your watch. You know that the Ponifera is slightly different towards the portcullis, but you don't really know how it works in the first place, so you figure that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. For now, at least.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look over to Lorelei just to gauge her.
Yeah, you
How did you seem?
Look at one portcullis, she goes to the other portcullis, you guys both regroup at the fire. Huh?
How are you doing? Are you okay?
It's been a very interesting time. But I'm doing alright. Best as I can, at least.
From what I can see, you're doing fine. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
One of the things that's always frightened me, truly frightened me, is being alone, truly alone. And something tells me you knew a thing or two about that.
She doesn't ever meet your gaze during this conversation. Her eyes just sort of linger on the crumbling away thermal stones. Mm-hmm.
You know, we couldn't come from vastly different backgrounds, but I understand. I do.
Loneliness doesn't really have the boundaries of class.
No, it does not.
It feels weird. I have so many people that adore me and are close to me, outside and inside the palace, but she like cringes a bit more inwardly. Oh no. Just
You're
makes me
never
feel
more alone than when surrounded by other people.
She nods at that. Exactly.
When Kaladin found me, I was believe it or not, in a worse state than I am now. I had nothing and no one. I had lost the only person I could call a friend, really. Fortunately, took me under his wing, or his shield rather, introduced me to the band, gave me a purpose, taught me how to find my own purpose later on. It's not wrong to want freedom. It's not wrong to carve out a little bit of happiness for yourself.
But isn't it wrong to willfully ignore your duty?
What do you... Well, maybe.
She does. She cringes more in at that.
What do you mean duty?
I have my responsibilities.
I nod.
The people, now more than ever, they need me. You saw on the way into Alpha Torrens.
I did.
There's some part of me that wants to just ditch it all. And then there's
Well-
another part of me that feels absolute shame at thinking that.
I don't have an answer for how to reconcile those two emotions, but Kaladin is a much wiser man than I, and one of the things he told me is that he could not give me what I needed to find peace, or what I needed to be happy. That had to come from within myself. I don't have an answer for you, but the same can be applied to your people. If there is to be a lasting change, a lasting hope that is not tied to you, something has to change. They have to find something within themselves. So rather than being their inspiration, perhaps you can find a way to teach them how to inspire themselves. I have no idea what that would be, I'm afraid, but
Kark,
yes?
do you... Be honest, do you really think we'll find Justira? She finally looks over, away from the fire, and her eyes fall upon the spearhead. Or are we just chasing a dead end?
I hold the spear tip in my hand, and I sort of gauge its weight. I do.
You do?
I do.
But why? How?
Faith. I want to believe it. Therefore I do.
But...
The
Yeah.
outcome is outside of my control. But how I face that outcome is within my control. I can worry myself into oblivion, but that's not going to help me.
I feel like that right now.
I had a hunch.
Well... She sits a bit more up, leans from her knees. If I can ask of you something,
Of course.
I might need your faith to lean on. because I don't think I can find it myself.
Well, consider it yours.
Thank you. And like brushes her hair aside awkwardly. If you wouldn't mind, would you would you be my knight during our time?
I would. My instinct says yes, but I don't know what that means.
Well, it's not much right now. You're already doing so. She's speaking like even louder now. Perform the same duties for it, like anyways. So I just thought I might make it official. You already act very chivalrous and noble and fair. So, and you're always helping me. There's no ceremony for it right now, at least. Maybe when we get back, I could. Yeah. Would you be okay with that?
So it would mean spending time with you, protecting you, making sure you.
I will trust unto you the details of your knighthood, because I'm afraid I don't know the whole protocol for myself. So, just keep doing what you're doing, I suppose.
Then yes.
She smiles warmly at that. Thank you. She stands up. May I? And she gestures towards the bronze scale spearhead.
Of course. Here.
She like takes it, steps in front of you, and does the classic knighting maneuver. By my title, Princess Lorelei Kelthris, crosses the blade across you. First in my name, I hereby dub thee. And she like holds the blade up, like almost like holding your hand over a book to pray, like swear to it. So,
yeah.
Cork, Swift Shield. She lays it back down your shoulder. To be charged for this adventure we're upon right now. She crosses back over to the original shoulder. To be my knight. She sits back down as if like suddenly realizing like what she's doing, and she gives it like just sets the spearhead down in between you two. There you go. Knight Cork.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it's not with all the pomps and circumstance, but well, she looks around at the dark sky. We're in a weird time and place.
There we are.
So, my knights, thank you. And I hope your faith guides me.
I shall be a rock.
Thank you. She like leans her head on you. Thank you.
You know, I will confess. When we first went below the surface, I was quite awestruck by everything, or smitten. I still feel that way.
Oh.
You? Your home?
Well, she like unleans. To be honest, our time so far isn't. It's not the best. Picture to paint for it. I assure you, it could be much more, much better.
What I'm trying to say is that regardless of the scenery, admiring it at your side is where the appeal lies.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I hope that I could show you more of it. Although, she like looks around again in better times and places.
I have always been quick to feel emotions of all kind, but what I do feel, and
She nods, like, like well in agreement with that. She's like,
but what I do feel, I feel deeply and sincerely.
Funny you say that. My father says I have something similar, and I take after my mother for it. Which is ironic, considering he's the one saying it.
Well, we like to see the best of those we love in the others that we love.
Well, I'm not looking forward to hearing their yelling when we get back. But that's for later.
Indeed.
She like stands up. I'm just going to check outside.
Yeah, I'll be here.
She like hurriedly walks off. Here's the thing: this room is not huge. Like it really isn't. I mean, I guess like it's
So
like
she's
100
just
feet.
awkwardly
Not too
standing
bad.
at the other corner.
Yeah, that's a pretending to keep an eye out at the other portholes.
Yeah, I'll give her some space. Busy myself with looking around to see what I can see.
You look around. You look up around.
Step up, step up, get down.
You feel something when you're just sort of chilling there by the thermal stones, like a pat on the back. Just
I look over my shoulder.
no one.
Does it have familiarity to it?
Yes. You also get a bit of a smell. Cologne. Just a whiff. It's familiar.
Can I place it?
Oh yes, a fancy man that you know.
No.
Yes. Fuck. You see, even in public, we can keep secrets. Thus, your watch passes very eventfully. Eventually, Lorelai comes back and is a bit confused as to why you're a bit, I don't know, spooked, bewildered, concerned.
Stricken.
Is everything okay?
I think I know who the swordsman. Ah, shit.
Lorelai does not know how to comfort people, so she does what she believes is best. She follows her heart, just like her parents. She hugs you from behind.
I put a
okay.
hand over her arm, like tapping,
Okay.
like comforting.
When morning arrives, we can talk to the others. I'm afraid I don't know anything about these shades that haunt all of you, but I'm sure.
He's an old friend. I didn't know he'd passed.
Maybe this curse is just playing tricks on us.
I hope so. Fancy is he's a darling.
She moves back to where she was sitting before. Why don't you tell me about him? I'd be happy to listen. I know there's a lot you can tell her.
Yeah.
And thus you tell her what you wish to tell her narratively, as your watch passes finally. What do you tell her?
I'd tell her how I first met him, his
Yeah.
name.
It's a fancy name indeed.
Yeah.
Literally.
I describe how he carries himself, how he dresses, how he fights.
Yes, that's quite the telling thing, isn't it? The way he
Yeah.
fights, the footwork he has for it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, all of you. I'll tell the same thing I told O when he left. These shades will last quite a while. And you guys will be able to find out truly what's up with them. But eventually your watch does pass, and Lorelei does posit that of everyone here, you and Fia took the heaviest beating, so you should get rest. Get some rest, rather.
Yeah.
You can go find some sleep. I'll wake up Fia. And honestly, I might do some thinking myself.
I give her a hand a squeeze and get into my bedroll and catch him shut-eye.
Fia, you're awoken by Lorelei.
Okie doke.
Yeah, you don't know if it's the campfire. Well, I say campfire. There's no fire at all, actually. Yeah,
The glow of the stone.
The glow of the thermal stones. There you go.
Mhm.
Or something. Maybe she's sick. Oh man, wouldn't that be awful? Catching a cold amidst of venturing while you're almost done.
Yeah, I mean, a flu would be terrible.
Yeah, I know. It's a very realistic thing of survival, unfortunately. But yeah, you note that, it's a little Lorelei.
There's a little blush about the cheeks. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And you guys haven't imbibed any alcohol as far as you can tell.
Oh, okay. And I believe Mr. Kodak just went off. Okay.
Yeah. Here's I don't know where you guys set up your bedrolls. Like, it's up to you guys. You set like close to the thermal stones to be warm, or like far away to be away from the light. You know, it's like it's
Korak would be close to the stone. He likes the warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set myself up what
I want to say it's a funny thing because you're so far down. This is like where geothermal activity happens, so it's actually not cold down here. Weirdly enough,
But it isn't dry, so...
It's not dry, correct? But I imagine you guys dry yourself out with precipitation. But anyways,
Yeah.
she pulls her hair, like brushes her hair aside. I'm gonna get some rest.
Okay, you okay? You're looking a bit feverish there.
What? No, I'm fine.
No, you
looks
good?
away. I
Mhm.
just have a lot on my mind. That's all.
Oh, really? Did you have
Yes.
an interesting talk with our dear friend here then?
Yes. She's looking like a bit more and more awkward as the conversation goes on. You
It's
empathize
like-
with her.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, have a good rest, I suppose.
Thanks. Have a good watch.
I'll try my best. Oh, did you see anything during the watch, or are we all good?
I didn't, but Cork did. We'll talk about it whenever we're all. She looks at the webbing, the sponge webbing, whenever our time is done here.
Yeah, okay, fair dues.
She goes back into a trance, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe
Yeah.
it. Going back to rest. I don't know. But oh god, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? How important couldn't have been if I don't remember it. That's bad advice. Nonetheless, let's keep the ball rolling. Roll me perception.
Okay.
You guys all have some shit to
Oh.
deal with this night. It would be a disadvantage, unfortunately.
Oh,
Actually,
God
wait.
damn it.
Actually, yours in specific, I don't think is outside the Ponifero. So never mind. We'll take that.
oh, that's kind of
Never-
terrifying. Okay.
So nat
Oh,
20 in
you
that
should-
case.
Yeah, it's fitting, isn't it? All right. What was I gonna say? It was something that Lorelei was gonna bring up. Oh, I remember now. To Fred and Garth. I just realized Lorelai is essentially the combination of personality of Nevi and Owen.
No, I was 100% getting that.
You're
The
not
entire time I
wrong.
was having flashbacks. I'm like, oh god, this is just when Chenry was trying to be nice to Nevi and gave her a spear or some shit.
Yeah.
That's great. It's
God,
great.
that's so weird. It's cute, but it's weird. Man, this really is a fairy tale. I see what you guys posted in that channel, by the way, while this was happening.
It's like
Isn't it? Listen here, you motherfuckers. It's a Disney fucking thing to fall in love at first sight. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Don't make me play Hercules on you. I will.
No, it's
It was
Owen's,
funny, though.
yeah, it's Owen's mannerisms of speaking, but Nevity's
Ideology.
ideology.
Personality.
Yeah. Personality. That's the word I was looking for.
And
Anyways.
but that's something to know.
Hit him with
It's not an
Hercules.
official knighthood. Like that's as she pointed out. It's not like he was in front of the kingdom, and it was like public. It's more of like just a quiet knighthood between him and her. So
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
a
as
good
far as
call
I'm
now.
Sort of
concerned,
play-
they're married, so...
it's sort of playful, but it is sort of serious. It's like exposing vulnerability to someone. You know,
Mhm.
so that's what's up. Anyways, so speaking of vulnerabilities, just kidding.
Oh.
So, Thea, you take your watch.